windy day. I am going to get the whole back bed all cleaned up. As we saw in the last video, scale rust is really bad. I was actually afraid to sandblast it because it might punch some holes through the bed. So we have here at Sparks Motors, we got a laser cleaner, so I'm going to try that. So you'll be seeing that here in a minute. But we're going to get onto it and start cleaning up that bed. Well, I'm here. I'm trying to get the rust off of the bed. And we have here at this shop this laser cleaning machine. So I'm trying it out. And I've already been working on it, and it's working out quite well. But I mean, there's some serious scale on here. So I'm gonna start it up again. Woo! Yeah, I already showed the machine. Yeah, we might have to turn the power up a little. We're gonna try turning up the power a little bit.
Careful as you can get on your wide setting.
Okay, let's see. Let's try this out. Okay, now we're on the max power. Yeah, there we're going. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way, baby. That's the way? Yeah, we need max power. Yeah, this rust is really hard. Yeah, I was worried that it was too thin and would burn through, but this rust is really hard. So we have it on max power and a really wide spread. Woo, pretty windy. I'm gonna keep working it and see what it is when we're done. Well, that laser cleaner did a really pretty good job. This had 20 years of heavy scale. I was worried about sandblasting it because the sand would actually eat through some of the sections of the metal. But the laser just popped off pretty much all the rust. There's a couple little spots that are still a little bit tough, but I'll just sweep it out and clean it but it's come out like way nicer than it was. Oh, that's like really awesome. So this is all thanks to Alien Laser. They supplied this here at our shop for us, and it's the first time I've used it. And I mean, every machine for every purpose. So it's pretty awesome. So that's it. I'm gonna do some more cleanup on the bed. Well, I'm pretty impressed with our laser machine here from Alien Laser. I have cleaned it and the scale was super bad. I've had to a couple times I just used my little putty knife just to knock off some of the big chunks that just wouldn't quite come off. But so I had to do like 2 or 3 passes, and I got it all off, and I did not puncture any holes in the deck, which is really nice. I did take out all the bolts that hold it down that were sticking out because I didn't want rust corroding underneath it. So I can put a fresh layer of paint on it, which I am going to use Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. And I'm going to get it and show you what I'm going to use. Now I got a quart can of the Rusty Metal Primer. This is good stuff. I mean, we've had this since I was a kid. Now, the really old version of this paint was better, probably twice as good. However, it would take weeks and weeks, sometimes a month to cure. But when it cured, it was great. This stuff is still pretty good. I still use it all the time on my rusty metal or really yucky sort of priming. And if it's like this, I always brush it on. So I'm going to brush it on heavy. I'm going to start there where all the rust. I'm just going to work my way back and just get this whole bottom done. That looks pretty good. I saw I had a little bit of a run right there, unfortunately. But I got all the rusted area removed. Got a heavy layer of Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. And that took my entire quart can. I just barely made it. I just had just that, just enough to do this and a couple little touch-ups on the outside, but those touch-ups were just like 2 little spots. So that's just beautiful. And I'm gonna call it an evening, and then we'll get working on it more tomorrow or the next day. Back. Now we're gonna finish.
Now you're on. Yeah, just barely started.
Yeah, okay. I'm back, and now I am just gonna finish up this video real quick by replacing all these bolts that they had in here. And in order to do that, I had to get a little bit of extra help because I needed another finger.
You just needed a little bit of strength from this finger right here.
Yeah.
Just the ugly finger.
Yep. So that's it. So initially the bolts that they had in here were just regular zinc plated. These I got from Lowe's, and they're galvanized. These things won't corrode. And our old pieces right here, they were a little bit rusty, and then they were spinning. The hole is too big. So what did I do?
You fashioned your own.
Yeah, we have a plasma table, and so I cut a bunch. And in fact, I cut some of them so there's an offset, so the hole is not right in the center, because they didn't drill the holes quite in the center in a few spots.
Who would do such a thing?
I don't know why. Why would they like not drill it in the right center? So
you've made it better, is what you're saying.
Yes,
you've made it better.
I've made it better, and I've got this all set up. So if I ever need more of these plates, I can just like push a button, and the machine goes zip 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 zip.
You have it all programmed in there?
Oh yeah, it's all in SolidWorks.
I hope someday that I need these plates.
All right, well, I'm gonna get underneath, and in fact, I made so many of these, I'm actually gonna use these plates as washers on the back side. They normally had other washers, but it was crumbling in, but we're gonna get it done.
Smart man.
So, let me get underneath. Yeah, and I'm gonna put one of the plates on right here. And then put a nut on it. Right like that. Now, this is the part that I really, really need Dave's finger. Notice his boots. I can see his boots there, but I can't see his finger because he's up above.
You want me to see my finger?
No, I don't need to see your finger now. So we're just gonna tighten in these, which is nice because I made the square hole nice and tight. Now, interesting on these, they didn't actually go to the frame when they put these bolts in there, only simply to hold the sheet metal of that to this. So it's pretty sort of weird. I would have probably tried to find a way to make a bracket to go through the bolt and into the frame, but almost. Just rotate that right where it needs to be. Right about there. Right about there. All right, I just want it snug for now. All right, well, I'm gonna do the other 5 and see what we're gonna go from there. Well, I think I'm gonna call it the end of the video. I'm gonna say thanks, Diesel. Thank you. Yep. So, everyone, please like this video. You can subscribe, hit the notifications. And I will be doing more work on this, so as things come on, we'll do more and more updates. But like I say, I'm like bouncing from here. We've got stuff going on at the depot and then at the fortress. And all the work here at Sparks Motors with the Heavy D Sparks channel. So keep in touch, watch all the channels, and I'll see you on the next video.